नमस्कार विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, आज आपण फाउंडेशन कोर्स इन इंग्लिश मधील युनिट 4 कम्युनिकेशन ऑरल अँड रिटन हा पाठ अभ्यासणार आहोत. धड्याचे संक्षिप्त पण समजण्याजोगं स्पष्टीकरण दिलेलं आहे. हे व्हिडिओ खास अशा विद्यार्थ्यांसाठी तयार करण्यात आले आहेत, जे कामामुळे किंवा वेळेअभावी पुस्तक वाचण्यासाठी जास्त वेळ देऊ शकत नाहीत. तुम्ही फक्त ऐकतही पूर्ण धडा समजून घेऊ शकता. ज्यांनी पुस्तकातून अभ्यास केला आहे त्यांच्यासाठी ही सराव करण्याकरता हा व्हिडिओ अतिशय महत्त्वाचा आहे. कमी वेळात महत्त्वाचे पॉइंट समजून घेण्यासाठी हा व्हिडिओ शेवटपर्यंत नक्की पहा. चला तर मग वेळ न घालवता सुरुवात करूया. 1. ऑरल कम्युनिकेशन, मौखिक संप्रेषण. मीनिंग, अर्थ. Oral communication is the process of exchanging information or ideas by speaking. मौखिक संप्रेषण म्हणजे बोलून माहिती किंवा कल्पनांची देवाणघेवाण करणे. फीचर्स, वैशिष्ट्ये. इमिडिएट फीडबॅक पॉसिबल, तात्काळ प्रतिसाद मिळतो. पर्सनल अँड डायरेक्ट, वैयक्तिक व थेट संवाद. ऑफन इन्फॉर्मल बट कॅन बी फॉर्मल, बहुतेक वेळा अनौपचारिक पण कधी कधी औपचारिक असतो. यूज ऑफ टोन, पिच अँड बॉडी लँग्वेज, आवाजाची लय, टोन व देहबोली वापरली जाते. एक्झाम्पल्स, उदाहरणे. टीचर टीचिंग इन अ क्लासरूम, शिक्षक वर्गात शिकवत आहेत. फ्रेंड्स चॅटिंग ऑन अ फोन कॉल, मित्र फोनवर बोलत आहेत. अ मॅनेजर गिव्हिंग इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स टू स्टाफ, व्यवस्थापक कर्मचाऱ्यांना सूचना देत आहेत. ॲडव्हान्टेजेस, फायदे. क्विक अँड इफेक्टिव्ह इन्फॉर्मेशन इज शेअर्ड इन्स्टंटली, जलद आणि प्रभावी माहिती लगेच दिली जाते. क्लॅरिफिकेशन इज इझी, डाउट्स कॅन बी रिझॉल्व्ड ऑन द स्पॉट, संपूर्ण स्पष्टता मिळते, शंका तात्काळ दूर करता येतात. Builds relationships, tone and gestures improve communication. नातेसंबंध दृढ होतात, आवाज व देहबोली संवादाला सजीव करतात. Disadvantages, तोटे. No permanent record, cannot refer back later. स्थायी नोंद नाही, नंतर पुन्हा पाहता येत नाही. Risk of misunderstanding, tone can be misinterpreted. गैरसमज होण्याची शक्यता, टोन चुकीचा समजला जाऊ शकतो. Requires presence, both parties must be available. उपस्थिती आवश्यक, दोघेही त्याच वेळी उपस्थित हवे. 2. Written communication, लिखित संप्रेषण. Meaning, अर्थ. Written communication involves sending messages through written words, symbols or documents. लिखित संप्रेषण म्हणजे शब्द किंवा लेखनाच्या माध्यमातून माहितीची देवाणघेवाण. फीचर्स, वैशिष्ट्ये. परमनंट अँड टँजिबल, स्थायी आणि स्पर्शनीय असते. फॉर्मल अँड स्ट्रक्चर्ड, औपचारिक आणि रचनात्मक असते. कॅन बी स्टोर्ड अँड रेफर्ड लेटर, साठवता येते आणि पुन्हा वापरता येते. टाइम कन्झ्युमिंग टू क्रिएट अँड रीड, तयार करायला व वाचायला वेळ लागतो. एक्झाम्पल्स, उदाहरणे. रायटिंग एन ईमेल टू अ कॉलिग, सहकार्याला ईमेल लिहिणे. सेंडिंग अ बिझनेस प्रपोजल, व्यवसायासाठी प्रस्ताव पाठवणे. प्रिपेअरिंग रिपोर्ट्स ऑर नोटिसेस, अहवाल किंवा सूचना तयार करणे. ॲडव्हान्टेजेस, फायदे. परमनंट रेकॉर्ड, कॅन बी यूज्ड एज प्रूफ, स्थायी नोंद, पुरावा म्हणून वापरता येतो. Reviewed before sending, mistakes can be corrected. पाठवण्यापूर्वी पाहता येतो, चुका सुधारता येतात. Can reach many people, suitable for mass communication. अनेकांपर्यंत पोहोचू शकतो, मोठ्या प्रमाणात संप्रेषणासाठी योग्य. Disadvantages, तोटे. Takes time to write and read. वेळखाऊ, लिहायला व वाचायला वेळ लागतो. No instant feedback, clarifications are delayed. तात्काळ प्रतिसाद नाही, उत्तर मिळायला वेळ लागतो. Risk of misinterpretation, If language is unclear. भ्रमाची शक्यता, भाषा अस्पष्ट असल्यास गैरसमज होऊ शकतो. Oral communication is the process of conveying information, ideas, and feelings through spoken words. It's a fundamental and often immediate form of communication that involves direct interaction between individuals or groups. Key characteristics of oral communication: immediacy and real-time interaction. Oral communication happens in real time, allowing for instant feedback and clarification. This makes it highly dynamic and interactive. Spontaneity. Conversations, discussions, and impromptu speeches often involve spontaneous responses and reactions, allowing for flexibility and adaptability. Non-verbal cues. Beyond spoken words, oral communication is heavily influenced by non-verbal cues such as tone of voice, the pitch, volume, personal connection and rapport building. Face-to-face oral communication often fosters a stronger personal connection, empathy, and trust between individuals, which can be crucial for building relationships. Less formal. Often, while formal oral communication exists, e.g., presentations, much of it is informal, allowing for a more relaxed and natural exchange. Temporary nature. Unlike written communication, oral communication is generally not permanent unless recorded. This means it can be easily forgotten or misinterpreted if not actively listened to. Types of oral communication. Oral communication takes many forms, both formal and informal. One-on-one conversations, casual chats between friends, discussions with colleagues, or a conversation with a manager. Meetings, formal or informal gatherings for decision making, information sharing, brainstorming, or problem solving. Group discussions, interactions in settings like book clubs, project teams, or forums where multiple people share ideas. Speeches, formal addresses to an audience, such as political speeches, motivational talks, or ceremonial addresses. Presentations, structured delivery of information to an audience, often with visual aids, e.g., business presentations, academic lectures. Interviews, structured conversations for various purposes, such as job interviews, journalistic interviews, or research interviews. Electronic communication, telephone calls, video conferences, e.g., Zoom, Google Meet, voicemails, podcasts, radio broadcasts. Advantages of oral communication. Instant feedback and clarification. Allows for immediate understanding and the ability to address misunderstandings on the spot. Time saving. Often quicker for urgent matters as it avoids the time involved in writing, sending, and waiting for responses. Richer context and emotional expression. Non-verbal cues add depth and emotion that might be lost in written form. Flexibility and adaptability. Messages can be adjusted in real time based on the audience's reactions and questions. Relationship building. Fosters stronger personal connections and rapport. Effective for complex issues. Complex topics can be discussed, debated, and clarified through immediate dialogue. Suitable for illiterate persons. It's accessible to everyone, regardless of their literacy skills. Disadvantages of oral communication. Lack of permanent record. Unless recorded, there's no tangible proof of what was said, which can lead to disputes or forgotten information. Potential for misunderstanding. due to factors like accents, background noise, lack of attentiveness, or poor listening skills. Messages can be misinterpreted. Less legal validity. Oral agreements often lack the legal enforceability of written contracts. Time consuming. For some formats, long meetings or extensive discussions can be inefficient if not managed well. Limited reach. For face-to-face, direct oral communication is limited by geographical proximity unless electronic means are used. Difficulty with large audiences. Maintaining engagement and ensuring understanding can be challenging with very large groups. Spontaneity can lead to errors. Without time for careful planning and editing, speakers might make mistakes or say things they later regret. In essence, oral communication is dynamic, personal, and immediate, making it highly effective for building relationships and facilitating quick exchanges. However, its transient nature and potential for misinterpretation highlight the importance of active listening and clear articulation. Written communication refers to the process of conveying information, ideas, or thoughts through written words. It's a fundamental form of communication that plays a crucial role in various aspects of life, including business, education, and personal interactions. Core definition. At its heart, written communication is the transmission of messages, thoughts, and ideas using the written word. This can take many forms, from formal documents to casual messages. Key aspects and characteristics. Permanence. One of its most significant advantages is that it creates a permanent record. Unlike spoken words, written communication can be referred back to, stored, and used for future reference or even as legal evidence. Clarity and precision. Written communication allows the sender to carefully craft their message, choose precise words, and organize their thoughts logically. This can lead to greater clarity and reduce the chances of misinterpretation compared to spontaneous oral communication. Time for review. Both the sender and receiver have time to reflect, review, and respond thoughtfully. The sender can draft, proofread, and edit, while the receiver can read and reread until the message is fully understood. Wide reach. Written messages can be easily distributed to a large audience, regardless of geographical distance. Emails, reports, and online posts can reach many people simultaneously. Formality. Written communication often lends itself to more formal and structured interactions, especially in professional settings. It typically follows specific formats, grammar rules, and a professional tone. Verifiability. Written documents can serve as official proof or evidence in many contexts, making them valuable for accountability and legal purposes. Types of written communication. Written communication can be broadly categorized into formal communication, used in professional and official settings, adhering to strict rules of grammar, structure, and tone. Examples include business emails, reports, annual reports, financial reports, research papers, proposals, memos, letters, official correspondence, contracts and legal documents, instructional manuals. Informal communication. More relaxed and casual, often used in personal interactions. Examples include text messages, social media posts, personal letters, casual emails. Elements of effective written communication. often referred to as the CS. To be effective, written communication should strive for clarity. The message should be easy to understand, avoiding jargon, ambiguity, and unnecessary complexity. Conciseness. Get to the point without including irrelevant details or excessive words. Coherence. Ideas should flow logically, with a clear structure and smooth transitions between paragraphs and sentences. Correctness. Free from grammatical errors, spelling mistakes, and factual inaccuracies. Completeness. Provide all necessary information for the recipient to understand and act upon the message. Courtesy. Maintain a respectful and polite tone, regardless of the topic. Consideration. Audience awareness. Tailor the message, tone, and language to the specific audience's needs, knowledge, and interests. In summary, written communication is a powerful tool for transmitting information, ideas, and emotions. Its ability to create a permanent record, facilitate clarity, and reach a broad audience makes it indispensable in modern society. Developing strong written communication skills is essential for success in virtually any field. हा धडा तुम्हाला समजला असेल अशी आशा आहे. अजून अशाच प्रकारे सोपा आणि समजण्यासारखा अभ्यासक्रम घेऊन येणार आहोत. तुम्ही कामाच्या ठिकाणी, प्रवासात, की विश्रांतीच्या वेळेत सुद्धा अभ्यास करू शकता, हेच या व्हिडिओचं उद्दिष्ट आहे. पुढील व्हिडिओसाठी सबस्क्राइब करायला विसरू नका आणि सूचना कमेंटमध्ये नक्की कळवा. अभ्यास करत रहा आणि यश तुमचेच असेल. धन्यवाद.